Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today it is time to update my project polish. I have been doing this project again this year in a new way compared to what I used to do. It is of course focusing on polishes, so nail polishes, and before, and like how I originally did this, and I think how the creator originally wanted this project to go, is that you try to finish polishes up. However, at the moment I don't have any polishes that I really want to focus on and get out. I more currently have an issue that I don't know my polishes enough. So because of that, I decided to do the product again a little bit differently. I have decided to roll in polishes randomly, so I use my 10 Decisions app, and I need to reach for those polishes 3 times before I can roll them out. And with the polishes, I have to reach for them at least once on their own, and the rest of the uses I can kind of mix and match, so I can pair them with each other, or I can pair them with eyeshadows because I like doing eyeshadows on my nails, just to get used to all my eyeshadows that are panning, but also because I really like the effect and I'm able to use like multi-coats and stuff like that on my nails too. So that is the main idea of this project. I'm very excited to share with you the update. It's been a while since I updated this project, again because I haven't been doing product pan updates in July. So it's been, I think, around 2 months since I updated this project. So we do have some decent progress, but also I haven't been painting my nails as much as I usually do. So, you know, it's a bit give and take. But I'm going to jump into the progress. But before I do that, if you're new here, please consider subscribing. I would love to have you in the family. Let's jump into the video. So right here we have the nail polish wheel that we have all the polishes that we're working on, and obviously, you know, I have gone through this and we only have one spot left actually. That's why I'm covering that. But these are all the polishes that I worked on this year, and currently I have in, let me see, so it's the last 4 right there, so these 4 right here plus this shade up above my finger. So that is the polishes we're going to talk through, and we're going to start with this shade right there. And that shade comes from Cacao. It is one of their polishes. I think this one is from the Mixology collection, and this is the shade Blackberry Rambo. So it's like a purplish kind of topper shade. Is really stunning. This one has not been in for 2 updates, but unfortunately the first month it was in, I did not reach for this one at all, so I was sitting at 0 uses at the last update, and I was really excited to reach for this polish. It's such a beautiful kind of spring summery type of shade. It's one of the more seasonally appropriate shades that I have in at the moment, so I was very excited to reach for it. And I'm happy to say that I have reached for it twice now, so I'm not quite rolling it out yet, but I have gotten some good use out of it. You can see a little bit of progress in it too. I don't know if you can pick that up on camera or not, but it is definitely moving, and it's such a stunning nail polish. I have reached for it paired with a different polish in this project, as well as with an eyeshadow. I kind of sandwiched it with an eyeshadow, and it turned out really well, and that means that the next time I reach for this one I have to reach for it on its own, but I'm very excited for that because again it's a stunning shade. So that shade is of course staying in. We do have one more use on that polish, and I don't think there's going to be any issues getting that out next month, and again that was this shade right there. Then moving on, the next shade we have talked about is this one right here, and it's actually what I'm wearing on my nails right now too, so you can probably get a better view of it right there. You can see, I think, the shift there. It is like a burnished kind of reddish pinkish shade going into like an orange shift. It's super pretty. It does have some holographic sparkles to it as well, and that shade is this one right here. You can see that I have some good progress on this polish right now. This is from the shade Live Laugh Polish, and it's one of their kind of, I don't know what this collection is called, but it's from a specific collection, and it's the shade Avignon. So this rolled in last month, or not last month, but last update, and all of the remaining shades that I'm going to talk about rolled in at the last update. So we only had Blackberry Rambo from 2 months ago, so all of the rest stood at 0 uses at the last update. But with this one, I'm happy to say that I have reached for it 3 times today, or like I painted my nails a couple of days ago. It's the 3rd and final time I am reaching for this polish, so very happy. And of course right now I am wearing it on its own, so this is what it looks like on its own. And I have also paired this one with a nail polish. I think I actually reached for this one twice on its own because I think it's such a beautiful color. And then one time I paired it with a single eyeshadow. It's the shade Bombawi from Glam Shop. It's a very similar shade, so I wanted to see how they played together, and Bombawi kind of lightened this one up a little bit, but yeah, they're quite similar shades, which is why I wanted to pair them and see how they played. But this shade is rolling out, so we're going to replace this one at the end of the video. Then we have this shade here, which is another one that comes from Cacao. It is the only kind of cream based polish that we have at the moment, and that is the shade Purple Pampas. So Purple Pampas is this shade right here, and that is the shade that I paired with Blackberry Rambo one time because I feel like they are such beautiful shades together, and they did pair really nicely together. I really loved how that turned out on my nails. I actually believe that's the nail combo that I wore when I gave birth, and I got so many compliments on it in the hospital. Like all the nurses and midwives and all of that kind of stuff, they were saying like that I had such nice nails for going into labor, and I said, you know, take advantage of like some final kind of alone time, I guess, before baby came. But luckily I've been able to keep up with nail polish afterwards too, which I wasn't sure about, but fingers crossed I'm able to keep painting my nails a couple times a week because I do really enjoy it, and I need for sure to get use out of all my polishes, so fingers crossed I can keep it up. But anyway, this is the polish that I wore when I went into labor, and I loved it with Blackberry Rambo. So I wore it that way. I have worn it on its own once, and then I wore it with a nail polish on, with an eyeshadow on top one time, and that means that I have reached for this one 3 times, and I've also hit the criteria of reaching for this one on its own. So this is another one that is going to roll out of the project. Alright, so the final 2 shades are these 2 right here, and they're very deep dark shades as you can see, and they're actually quite similar too. They're not the same, but they're kind of similar vibes. The first one we have is this shade right here, which is a mini, again from Cleona. Both of them are from Cleona, but the first one is this shade right here, and that is the shade Graveyard Shift, which was from the Halloween 2023 collection. And this is a polish that I have reached for a couple times, but I have not quite hit my 3 use goal yet. I have reached for this one 2 times so far, so I have 1 more use to go. And the 2 times that I have reached for this one, I have paired it with eyeshadows on top, so I've actually not reached for this one on its own yet. It is such a kind of wintry, you know, a spooky type of color that I have not been drawn to reaching for this one on its own, which is a little bit of a shame, but you know, I'm gonna have to do it, and I think I'm gonna definitely try to do that in the next month so I can roll it out. It's not going to be again the most summery shade, but it is what it is. I am randomizing these polishes, so it, you know, that is what happens, but it is going to stay in the project with 1 more use, but again hopefully I can roll this out next month. Then the final polish is this one right here, so again quite similar to Graveyard Shift, but this is this polish right here, which is called Space Cacao. It's just like loads of multicolored sparkles and like chunky kind of flecks, I guess, in here, but it has like a blackened base. It's quite a sheer blackened base, but it does build up. And this one, again, of course, rolled in last month, like I said, and I've been trying to really get use out of this one just because I don't want these dark colors to hang around for too long. So I did reach for this one 3 times. I'm happy to say that I was able to hit my goal on this one, and since I was able to hit those 3 uses on this polish and reach for this one on its own once, which I did. I think that's also why I didn't want to reach for Graveyard Shift on its own too, because it was too many dark manicures. But otherwise, apart from reaching for it on its own once, I did pair this one with kind of eyeshadows on top the other times, just to, I don't know, to get use out of it and kind of lighten it up and make it a bit more fun for summer. But again, this one will be rolling out now as I have hit my 3 uses on this polish. So those are all the polishes that I'm working on currently, and if you're following, I have hit my goal on 3 of them, and 2 of them are staying in another month. So the ones that are staying in is Blackberry Rambo right here, as well as Graveyard Shift, which is that shade right there, but Space Cacao, Purple Pampas and Avignon are rolling out. So we're gonna have to go and pull up my wheel, and we're gonna roll in 3 new polishes. So I do have my tiny decisions right here with my product polish. So these are all of the polishes that I have in my collection, and the ones that are blacked out are the ones that I've already had in this project. So I'm gonna go ahead and roll the first one, which is gonna be Cleona Hot Toddy. I don't know what that one looks like, but I'm gonna have to find that later. So that is the first one. The second shade is gonna be OPI, You're Such a Budapest. Okay, I know what that one is, like a purple, light purple. It's like a cool tone purple though, but I really like that shade. So that is the next one. It's another cream one as well, and it's not Cleona, which is quite fun. And then the third and final polish is gonna be Cleona Ribbon Wrapped. Like, again, I don't really know what that one looks like, but I'm gonna go ahead and find those. I'm gonna swatch them out. I actually need to find another swatch wheel because I'm out of space here. I only have 1 more space. And once I have swatched those out, I will be right back. So I'm back with my 3 polishes, and I'm super excited for these 3. These are perfect colors for right now, so let me talk you through them. Let's start off with this one right here, which is the first polish. This is Hot Toddy from Cacao, and it is this super vibrant gold yellow type of polish, and with a green shift to it. It's like, it has such a beautiful like green shift to it. It's green and a slight bit of blue and purple to it too. I don't know if it's going to be visible on the nail. Looking at the nail swatch right there, that is it on the nail swatch wheel. It's also the last one for this wheel. You can mainly see the green shifts, but it's such a beautiful color. I really love that shade, and it's a perfect one for the season as well. End of summer going into autumn, so I'm very excited to reach for that polish. So that is Hot Toddy. The second polish that I rolled in is this here, which is another cream polish, which is great because a lot of the polishes that I have are more topper-like, or, you know, glittery, multichromes, kind of shifty, shimmery polishes. So having like just a basic cream color is nice to switch it up too. And this is from OPI, which is also nice because it's not another Cacao polish. I have so many Cacao polishes, which is why I keep rolling them. But this one right here is from OPI, and it's the shade You're Such a Budapest. I've had this one for absolutely ages, but I love this color. It's such a fun one, and it's quite opaque. I will show you the swatch in a second, but it's this kind of like cool toned purple. And again, it's another one that I think is great for the season. I would probably say it's slightly more spring than summer, but it's still like a fun color, and I think it's going to look really nice for the next coming months. So very excited to reach for this one too. And here you have my brand new swatch wheel. You will only have these 2 polishes right here, but this is the first shade, which again is the shade You're Such a Budapest from OPI. But then moving on, we have the final polish, which is the shade Ribbon Wrapped from Cacao again. This is a beautiful kind of pink, like a hot pink kind of polish. It has some red flecks to it, and then a gold shift, I would say, like golden, kind of orangey gold shifts. And that is this polish right here, and it's actually really funny because this is a collaboration with What's Up Beauty. I don't know when they did this collaboration, and again, it's the shade Ribbon Wrapped, but I think I got this one from like a mystery bag or something like that. But it's a beautiful color, and again, a perfect one for the season. You can probably see the gold shift right there, but yeah, it has a gold into a green shift, but you can mainly see the orangey kind of gold shift on the swatch wheel. But why it's funny that I'm rolling this one right now is actually because, again, it's a collaboration with What's Up Beauty, and today I'm actually wearing on my eyes. I haven't even told you guys about this yet because I only received this a couple hours ago, but I'm currently wearing What's Up Beauty on my eyes, which is so fun. Like, I have never tried What's Up Beauty before, but one of my subscribers, now probably even friend I would call her, Kiora, she sent over some palettes to me. She sent over a couple palettes before in the past, and she sent some more over, and she absolutely spoiled me this time. And one of the palettes that she sent over, is the What's Up Beauty Dragon Eye palette, and this is such a beautiful, stunning palette. It looks like this. I was so excited to play around with it. She sent a couple other palettes too, but I just wanted to play with this one. So it's actually all of the shimmers that I have on my eyes today are from this palette. Actually, no, I'm not wearing the inner corner shade is a different shade, but everything else is this palette. And when it comes to like the shimmers, and I just chucked on as many shimmers as I could. I wanted to just play. But yeah, that is what I'm wearing on my eyes, so that's why it's funny that I'm rolling in a What's Up Beauty collab, because again, I never tried the brand before today, but it happened to be the day I'm wearing it on my eyes, so that is why it's funny. But that is going to be the last polish rolling in, and I'm super excited for it. So holding up all of the polishes that I'm going to work on, these are them right here. Definitely much more of a kind of summery, colorful color story than I had last time, which is great. You know, the 2 that are rolling over is this shade here, the purple one, and then the black one. Those 2 are rolling over with 1 use each, and then obviously the new ones I need to reach for 3 times. But that is going to be it for my update today. I really hope you enjoyed it. Let me know which one is your favorite out of the polishes. For me, I would probably, it's a hard one. I'll probably say that one of these 2 is going to be my favorite. I just feel like they're absolutely stunning. Probably Ribbon Wrapped is going to be my favorite, but we'll see once I wear them on my nails. I don't think I've worn either of these on my nails before, so I'm very excited to play with them. But yeah, I'm going to wrap up the video here. I hope you guys are having an amazing day, and I'll catch you in my next one. Bye guys!